Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another build series. This is going to be a pretty fun one because you can see behind me there's actually already a garage right here, and we're going to be attaching to that. So the client has, I don't know, I think it's probably like a 30 by 40, and we're going to be adding a 66 clear span building, 56 foot deep. So you can see behind me, this wall back here is 56 foot, and then this wall back here on the end is 66. So that means it's going to be a 66 foot truss, which will be kind of cool. We're going to be doing a 2-ply truss. Anything over 60 wide, our engineers are now doing basically a 2-piece truss, and that is to accommodate for the proper uneven snow loading that we can possibly get. Used to be we were doing 72 wide single plies, 8 foot on center, but not anymore. Anything over 60 foot, we're doing 2-ply just as a standard. I think we can get away with it engineering wise, but we're not gonna take any chances. You can hear I got a little bit of a man cold, so hopefully I can pull it together and do some work today. It's been a long weekend, feeling it just a little bit. So let me tell you a little bit about this job. We've got up here in the front, we've got a 14 foot wide by 14 foot tall garage door, and then over on this other side, over here on the other side of the garage, there's going to be a 12 foot wide 14 foot tall garage door, and that's so hopefully the client will be able to drive in one side, make a big loop, and come right out the other door. So that's kind of cool. We're getting set up right now. Zach's getting out sawhorses and stuff. I'll go ahead and we'll start making up these columns. Greg's starting to whip out some of the lumber, and once we get all that done, we'll start building walls. The nice thing is there's really nothing difficult about the 3 walls that we've got to build first before we start trussing. So God willing, trusses are supposed to be here either today or tomorrow, and I'm assuming once they show up, we'll be pretty much ready to start trussing if we can, if I can get over this man cold and get to work. All right, now that we've got all those bracket marked with the laser, that's going to give me my grade at each column point. It gives me the dimension from grade. So, and we're able to basically accommodate that by making a story pole and taking that dimension that we put on the bracket and transferring it to each column, where we then line up the story pole to a consistent point. This is going to be a 16-foot tall wall. I'm going to have a 15.5-inch heel, and our pocket of our truss will be 19 inches. So I'll make that mark. That'll be where we cut the top. 1 foot overhang is going to put our soffit nailer at 16 foot 9 and 11/16. And because of our wainscot being flush with the top of the wall, I'm going to start my wainscot nailer just below 3 foot 2 inches. That way we got some nailer so we can screw our steel, but then that's where our wainscot is going to start. We're going to do 32-inch nailers. I'm also going to mark where my porch is going to be, my first header. That is at 8 foot. Yeah, that's at 8 foot, Zach. So hook me all the way at the bottom real quick. 8 foot 3.5. Perfect. All right, let's get these all marked. So here's the deal. I'm going to measure the top actually because we're minus. So you're going to give me a measurement. I'm going to take it away from the 16-foot heel mark.
This one's quarter.
All right, so 16 minus a quarter.
It's an eighth.
Eighth. Okay.
Quarter.
Quarter.
Eighth.
Eighth. Okay.
Eighth.
1/8. Okay.
3/16.
3/16. And the last one.
Quarter.
Quarter. All right. So a little bit different than we normally do it because these are all minuses. Really the difference here, Zach, is that top of wall is 0 versus a lot of times our bracket is 0 when we do columns, the ready mix, you know what I'm saying? Now, gonna go ahead and go to heel and good to go. Okay. Anything good happened this weekend, Zach? Or your parents were out of town, right?
Yeah.
Throw a party?
Nah.
Just play Xbox?
Yep.
What game?
Apex Legends.
I need to make that cordless now.
What was your block?
24 and 3/8. Nice, we got our first wall laid out, just got it nailed off, and I just wanted to show you real quick what we're doing with these trusses and how they're going to set in our pocket. You can kind of see here, this is the top of the column, and this ear here goes up above the truss. So what's going to happen is the truss heel will set, and I'm kind of looking at it upside down, but if I come around here, the truss is going to set right here. This is 15.5 inches plus 3.5 inches for our purlin and our tail height to come out, and you'll see that probably in the future. But basically that truss is going to set right here on this notched out area. It's going to get fastened in with some 20s, some 30s, yeah, probably 20 pennies, which are 4-inch nails. And that way we're going to come in this way, and then we'll come and drive some back in this way just to grab it. But then also we're going to get some through bolts that'll go top and bottom. You know, looking at other options other than just doing a through bolt, whether that's some sort of a Fasten Master, timber lock type ledger screw, or a GRK screw. There's got to be something there, a Simpson screw. I mean, there's tons of brands out there that make them, and I just need to basically find the one that's going to be good enough for what we're doing. Looking for that side-to-side force that's applied on the side of the building when wind hits it, and kind of giving up the knee bracing. So once that's all tied together, that's what that's going to look like. That's where the trusses are going to set, right in that second ply. Now we could go to a 4-ply post, but this building really, 4 plies just doesn't really call for it. We've done a couple engineered buildings where this is the design that was called out on an even bigger building. So I just kind of always go and look at the projects we've done in the past, think about how they were designed and engineered, and then we go from there. Never going on the low side, always going on the high side for you know, worst case scenarios. I got a little bit hairy putting that one up. Came off the wall, which once it went with one of the columns on the end, it's just better to put them all on the ground and then lift them up. And then I was actually having a little bit of a problem with the skid loader. The roll function wasn't allowing me to lift all that weight. So we had to kind of lower the boom and then lift up the arm. All good, Greg?
Yep, whenever you're ready.
All right, GTG. Okay, like it?
Yep, hit it.
Oh man, end of the day, time to clean up, guys. We did not make our goal. Our goal was to get all 3 walls up. We got 2 walls up. 3rd wall, which is the end wall, that's all nailed up, ready to go. Since we are a little bit of a drive, we're not quite an hour, we're probably like 45 minutes from home. Responsibilities of being a dog owner, I can't stay too late. My wife's busy. I gotta get home because I got 2 Great Danes that will definitely need to get outside. So we're gonna cut today short. Tomorrow, trusses will be showing up, so stick around. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And this is gonna be a great one. We're gonna get those double ply 66 wides up, hopefully. Should be interesting. I think we're gonna tackle it with the Kubota, give it a try with the boom, and cross your fingers that works, because road postings are up, which means getting heavy machinery in here is not easy. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you drop me any comments that something you saw in the show, or questions, whatever, and I'll do the best to answer them. But until then, we'll see you guys. Thanks for the support, and I gotta get cleaned up and get out of here.